moon of evening. Hello, YouTube land. Your girl's a little sleepy. How is it going? This is your girl, Spiritually Back, coming to YouTube land with a self-love Sunday today, okay? Today, I wanted to come and speak about a little bit about my trip, and what I've learned about when I was on my trip, okay? Um, so the title of this video is Stick to Your Epiphanies, okay? It'll elevate you, all right? Now, as I was on this trip, of course, we just had a full moon in Scorpio, um, where a lot of shadow work was done. I don't know what you guys have done, but when I was out of town, I had my sage with me. I had my crystals. I was on the beach. I was just um, meditating. I was trying to like be with my family and with my daughter, but at the same time, I was trying to, get that time I needed with me and the moon. Me and spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because that was another reason why I wanted to take the trip, because I just knew I needed it. You know what I'm saying? So I had an epiphany, as I was on the beach, as I was around my family. And it's not that I want to share the epiphany with you, but I just want to let you guys know, like, when you have these rude awakenings or when you know what I'm saying, you have to understand, it could be a spiritual awakening, it could be an ascension. But what I knew was like my epiphany for myself was learning to stick to what I believe in. You know what I'm saying? And as I was on this trip, I didn't get into it with my family or my dad or anything, but it was more as what I did for my kid, what I did for myself, basically what I was doing to make me happy in the process. You know what I'm saying? So, on the beach and everything, and my dad and stuff, me and my dad, he's a Taurus. We can bump heads a lot. And one of those things that I said that I started to take serious was like about my parents. Um, they loved me to the best of their ability. And I say that for everybody. Like, if you're not good with your parents right now, forgive them for what they have done to you. Love them. It's like now that I'm a mom, I had I wouldn't say a rude awakening, because babies are blessings, but I've understood, or I understand now, that my epiphany is I have to love my daughter to the best of my ability as a single mother. That is the difference between my mom and my dad and myself. And it's like, at first, like, my last video was about, like, sticking to what you believe in, you know what I'm saying, and what works for you. You feel me? And the reason why I I'm so intense and about believing in yourself is because I still have problems. I have to come on here and I have to be as honest as I can. I am still a work in progress. I'm still healing, but I promise you, since I've made my channel, since I've been into spirituality, since I've let go of certain people, you know what I'm saying? Since I've broken generational curses, there's a lot of things that you do to make yourself happy on the inside that we want people to see on the outside, but it's not for them to see. You know what I'm saying? It's more as like they they're supposed to see it, but you have to understand, if they're still wearing the veil, or if they haven't had that rude awakening, or if they haven't had that ascension, or that spiritual awakening, then it won't make sense to them when you try to explain, what you're going through and why you don't come around like you used to. You know what I'm saying? And prime example, I can't even say example, but it's like my dad. he's always made sure to put God in his kid's life. He's always made sure to put God first in his life, you know. But when it comes to spirituality and the things that I was doing, I said that he don't believe in me and everything, but it's just certain things. There's levels to this. That's what I'm starting to understand. That was another thing of my epiphany that I had. Like, everybody's not going to reach your level of the sense that you're trying to make to certain people. You feel me? That's why you have to stick to your own awakening. You have to stick to your own epiphany. You feel me? Because I try to explain it. I try to explain my epiphany and my awakening and the things that I'm going through, you know. And this isn't just spirituality. It's because everybody's not spiritual. But I mean, like, prime example, you know, say your family always wanted you to be a doctor, you know, and you had an epiphany where, yeah, you like to help people, but you don't want to be, you don't want to help people in that type of fashion or form. So um you start to volunteer, you start to go to like churches, and you start to help people. And it's like your family's like, why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not making no money from that. You know, you're not yeah, basically making money. Like, if you came, because that's what kind of family I came from. I came from a family that it's always about the bill at the end of the day. And my epiphany, my real wake up was, it's like, it's not. It's not. It's about doing things that makes you happy at the end of the day. Can't nobody take that away from you. A motherfucker can fire you from plenty of jobs, but when you're doing something you love, it's nothing for you to find something else or go to another area, you know, and take that same strategy or passion that you have and make it even better. You know what I'm saying? Because where you at right now, motherfuckers just don't want to believe in you. And that's what I mean. Like, your family look at it as, you're not making no money, you know, volunteering, you know, helping poor people and giving away free food, and you're not getting it. But in reality, they don't know that's what makes you happy at the end of the day. That's what wakes you up in the morning. That's what makes you not just wake up in the morning and get ready for your day, but that's what just, it just brings light to you. And my epiphany, another epiphany as well, is like, as that light is surrounded around you, you know, if you don't know that it makes you happy, you know what I'm saying? Because let's be real, spirituality for me, I was so infused by my parents or my family telling me that this isn't gonna make me money, or, you know, why do you want to help people in that type of form? Why not go back to school to be a counselor? You know what I'm saying? You get paid for that. And it's, in reality, it's like, but this makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? I like inspiring people. I like, hell, it's not even about just people, but it's just for myself. You know, a lot of people might not know, but I come back and I watch my own readings. Like, if people really seen the comments and stuff, hell, half those comments is me commenting myself. Because at the end of the day, if nobody move, groove, glow for you, you can't do it for yourself. You're gonna be stuck. You're gonna be feeling dull. You're gonna be feeling off balance and shit. And I promise you, like, that conversation that I had with my father, I was just sitting there and I was just like, you know, the old Duranda would have gotten mad and I would have stormed off, but I was head to head. You know, I was toe to toe, not like I'm going to war with my dad, but it was more, it's like, no, I can sit here and explain to you on why I do what I do now. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe when I was younger, I could have, you know, like, could have made excuses up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or the shit didn't make sense. You know, he was more of a father than he. But it's like, now, no, no. What I'm doing right now is working for me. You feel me? It might not work for you. You might not like how things is happening in my life. You know what I'm saying? But it's working for me. Slow and steady wins in the race, on my race at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a quality over quantity type of person, you know, and I don't know how y'all are, but how I am, I love to be very thorough. It can be within love, it can be within my finances, it can be within friendships, hell, even my job. That's why I'm saying, when it comes to spirituality, this is honestly, like I know I might procrastinate on the videos and things. This is the longest that I've stuck to something. This is going in within not just 2 years on my channel, but 2 years of dibbling dabbling with numerology, astrology, spirituality, uh crystals, Reiki healing, right, however the hell you say it. You feel me? The color meditation period, energies, you know what I'm saying? I've learned all of this within the last 2 years of me being on my journey. So yes, I have a story. I have something that I believe in. And just because it doesn't bring you joy and it doesn't bring, everybody else joy, who gives a damn? That was my other epiphany. Like I really woke up and I was staring at this man. Like I was just like, I love my daddy to death. And I am a daddy's daughter, but we're not on the same realm. And he watches my channel, you know what I'm saying? And there's some things that he might like and some things that he don't like. But what I had to understand was what I stick to and what I do is bringing me happiness at the end of the day. Okay. And I just want you guys to know, like, the epiphanies and those rude awakenings, like, that you have with your family and everything, like, no, you are not wrong for feeling the way that you feel. Period. Nobody is going to struggle and apply pressure to your life as much as you're going to do it for yourself. And that starts off with working smarter and not harder. You know what I'm saying? Making sure you have a little fun within your work. Because I was sitting here telling him, I'm just like, I don't see myself working at a job for 20 years. I don't know about everybody else, but to kill myself out for another company, a business, or a franchise, or whatever the hell you want to call it, I do not see it in my future. And I move by God and I move by spirit, but at the same time, like, I feel like they know that I I feel like I pull and I tug with myself, my old self, my new self, and my family because of their generational curse. Well, I wouldn't just say curses, but how they was raised. Back in the day, our parents had to go to work. They was forced to do the things that they needed to. Not only that, they had options to become better selves for their kids and themselves, but something aligned, they was distracted. You know what I'm saying? And my parents and their generation, they was in a generation, I think, where the drugs and stuff started getting really bad for Black people. Especially like in the bad part of states and cities and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And where I'm from, you feel me? Both my parents lived on some rocky side of the towns. You feel me? And it's a blessing that was probably their epiphany when they had kids. Like, we're not gonna raise our kids, and where I live at is called the West End, but where y'all live at is the bad part of the town. You feel me? But they didn't raise me and my sisters in the bad part of the town. You feel me? Like, I was I went to school with Chinese and Mexican kids and white kids, like so it's just, I feel like that's probably what their epiphany was. That's what they was like. They had to look around and see, like, look, if we don't get it together for our kids is probably gonna be like these kids. You know what I'm saying? But I had to tell my daddy, like, how you move and you groove and what makes you happy and all that is not what makes me happy. And I'm not saying your lessons and your teachings of how you raised me has always been wrong, because if they was wrong, then I wouldn't be where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? But God, spirit, universe, my intuition has led me to this point to understand that I'm more than just a 9 to 5 worker. You know what I'm saying? I can bring more to the table than just my hard work and my hands. My hands is very gifted. That's what I understood. Like, I supposed to be a masseuse, because I know I'm good with rubbing my hands and all of that stuff. My readings, it's just, I know now. And at first I used to question, like, why? And I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with questioning on what's your purpose on being here, because that's why we all here. And you have some people that's working on the dark side of things, and you have people like myself only trying to get closer to the light, regardless of how hard it is. Because I guarantee you, I ain't talking about zodiac signs, but I just personally feel that Capricorns, I don't like to say hard, but we have it challenging. I personally feel like it takes a roller coaster for me to get to where I'm at or where I want to be. And I feel like I'm tested a lot. But now that I'm starting to go with my intuition, what I've understood was bad things happen to good people. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't have to be so bad if you believe in something that's going to make you happier. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense to y'all. I don't know. But if you lean on something that gives you a little faith, if you lean on something that brings you passion, if you lean on something that make you feel good as a person, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters, period. And as I sat there and I was having that epiphany with my dad, I had to it was a straight wake up call for me to just like, you know what? You love me to the best of your ability, so I have to love my daughter to the best of my ability. And that starts with accepting that I am a single Black mother in the United States and I'm going to have it challenging. But as I dig a little deeper, as I put my feet in my own soil and I continue to stay on my track and my path, I know that I'm going to be where I want to be at in life. Is it going to take some ups and downs? Is it going to take some backs and forths? Hell yeah. But it don't have to if I could just continue to keep believing. And that just goes for y'all. Stick to your epiphanies. Stick to your wake up calls. Because I guarantee you it is going to make you feel better because it's not about nobody else had that wake up call. Like I wish somebody, I wish I could put my finger on it when I really decided that this was going to be for me, but I can't. I don't have that written. It was unknown to me. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm starting to understand that as well. Like, if I keep giving and if I keep being this good hearted person, then things is going to happen for me the way they're supposed to. Yeah, bad things, we ain't even gonna say bad things, but challenging days happen. Where we wake up on the wrong side of the bed because we humans, shit happens. But if you find your happiness, or if you stick to looking at the bigger picture as well, trust in the divine detours, trust in the delays, trust in that as you are going through that ascension, you're going to come out on the opposite side so much better. And that's what that part of it will elevate you. The other side, that elevation of things, that clearing up of things, taking that veil off of things, really learning your worth. Oh my God. It is so beautiful. And it's probably wasn't just for my parents, but it was probably for friends, family, other family members. Why? Because they all wanted to not just question me, but it's just more as like, I feel like distract me, stop me, slow me down. But it's like, why? I've been doing this for too long. And I'm talking about like living on the other side of things, like being negative, accepting what other people say about me, listening to other people's opinions and not taking in my own intuition, knowing there's nothing wrong with taking people's opinions, but that might be my next segment of there's nothing wrong with taking people's opinions, but just know who to take them from. You know what I'm saying? Like in reality, in reality, you don't want to, and that was another one. This was another one for me. I want to be married one day. I want to be in a committed relationship. I want what I want. I might not see it right now, but the old Rhonda, I used to be like my friends and people around me, because I'm 27. So of course, people around me are starting to settle down and things. But I had an epiphany on like, instead of always looking at people getting married and getting into these committed relationships and all of that and being envious, not jealous, you know what I'm saying, but being envious on like why they got it and not me, because I'm human. I can admit that. Like, why the fuck why is Billy Bob and Joe getting married knowing they was just fucking over, whoop the whoop, scoop, scoop, scoop. And here I am over here working on myself, being by myself, and I can't find, not even just find, but attract. because I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here looking and scattering in school. No. But it's more of like, why am I attracting low vibrational people? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Why is this not happening? I had to stop that shit. I had to end it. I had to put a stop to those because put a stop to those thoughts. If I'm gonna change my mind perspective, you know what I'm saying? Who the fuck are you to sit here, excuse my French, but who are you to question spirit? Not even just them, but you don't know what's gonna happen in that marriage. You don't know what's going how hard it took them to get to where they at now to want to be where they at. You know what I'm saying? So I really had to look at it like, bro, you have to change your mind perspective, period. I'm just like, whoa, like, okay, that makes so much sense. Like how am I going to be envious of people and marriages and everything? But that's what I want. That doesn't make sense. I'm supposed to be uplifting them. I'm supposed to be more happy for them. I'm supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Because if I don't, then I feel like I will continue to attract low vibrational energies. Period. Because I'm not changing my mind perspective. That was my epiphany on that. It was this picture that I just seen motherfuckers getting married. I this happened a couple of days ago. And I could be real with y'all. Like I wasn't like all the way envious, but I'm just like, and I can't even say envious. I don't like that word, but I don't know the word that I'm really trying to say. And I would I'm very happy for people and they're uplifting. Like I want everybody to be happy. But it was more, it was like, wow, why am I not married? You know what I'm saying? Why am I still not in a relationship? Like, what am I doing wrong? My epiphany was continue to work on yourself. You know, attract like, and when I say work on yourself, I mean attract what you want at the end of the day. That was my wake up call. Like, whoa, like, oh, okay. Okay. So if I continue to be the light that I am and continue to, you know, once again, we're not saying those frogs ain't gonna come around. It's a bit everything's a test, you know, but it's about winning those tests. But if I just continue to just keep being positive, continue to just keep being in light, continue to just keep telling certain motherfuckers no, it will happen for me one day. I had to put that in the back of my mind, and I'm still putting it in the back of my mind because I have messed up days where I'm not always shining bright like a diamond. Like, and plus me being an empath, I know that I can pick up on other people's energy, especially the nasty energies. Like, it's like when I'm like in this energy of flowing and feeling good, it could be somebody, I mean, hell, we can be on the street and I might pick up their energies and don't even know it. But I'm starting to know it. Like I'm starting to, I'm like, whoa, hold on, hold on. You was just feeling good. Where are those thoughts coming from? What was you, who was you just around for you to start thinking like that? That was a wake up call for me. Protect my energy. Protect on where not just where I go, but how much I say to people. Because you have to be careful with your words. You know what I'm saying? Like if you start a conversation, make sure you finish it the right way. You know what I'm saying? And even if you don't start the conversation, because you know, motherfuckers just like talking to you, people want to call, check up on you, and all that extra shit. Still finish the conversation the correct way. And that is remaining in your energy. You feel me? Being positive, you know, because who's to say like motherfucker might call you, a bill collector or somebody might call you and it might fuck with your spirit, but just remain positive. And that's what your mindset is. Like prime example, uh, I had canceled a subscription on my phone. Like I forgot what subscription. It was called White Pages. Because I was looking up some information for my old addresses, right? And my silly ass then sat her and subscribe to the White Pages that way. Like it could move faster. You know what I'm saying? Like if I signed up for it, I would have got all my information faster than me just doing it, you know, as a guest and all of this shit, right? So I signed up for it. I think it was like $1. They took that out of my account. Okay, so I've learned to put in my calendars on when I sign up for subscriptions and when I need to end them. Okay, that was one for me. All right. Now, I fucking canceled this subscription. I might not even be saying it right, but I know I had canceled it. And I put it in my calendar. Like when something pops up on my calendar and it's like something important, then it was important because I put it in my calendar so I wouldn't forget. You know what I'm saying? So of course I went ahead right when it popped up on my calendar and I canceled it. Okay. They still took $19.99 out of my account. Okay. But instead of me getting mad at the person on the phone, instead of me, because I wasn't even mad at first, I'm just like, okay, this is a test. This is a test. You know, something's getting ready to shake. You feel me? Something's getting ready to pop because there's no way in hell I just sat here and I know I did what I was supposed to do. You feel me? What did I do? I called the people up, ring, ring, ring. Yes, this is so and so. I had a subscription with y'all. I knew I had canceled it. You know, calm, cool, collected, kind. You feel me? Now I'm talking to this person on the phone, and she's being very misunderstanding. Like she's not understanding what I'm saying. You feel me? So now I'm getting mad. Like I'm trying to be calm and cool, collected, y'all. Remember this epiphany? You feel me? I'm trying to stick to what keeps me calm and cool and collected. Because like I say, honey, she didn't own the business. She only worked there. Okay, that was the wake up. Like she only worked there. Okay, she don't own these motherfuckers. She only worked for them because she need a paycheck so she can pay her bills too, right? We all out here just trying to get it. But I was getting ready to snap. I was about to snap. I was like, look, like this is what I said. You're not lit. But then all of a sudden I said, she put me on hold or something had happened where she didn't hear me. And then something inside me was just like, don't be like that. Because it's not her fault at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like that. It's not your fault. You feel me? I mean, it's not her fault. So I was cool about it. I remained calm. And I just let her finish talking. Plus, it was one of those other people. You know how when you talk to them motherfuckers on the phone, you barely can understand what they're saying. But I remained calm. I said, let me just. So I repeated myself one more time. She heard me this time. She definitely heard me. So with her hearing me and me not having to repeat it again, she went ahead, she put me on hold for about, I can't even, you know, I'm not trying to over exaggerate, but I know it was more than like 2-3 minutes because I was on the phone waiting. But she came back on the phone and, you know, she was just like, okay, I feel like I resolved the issue. I went ahead and I refunded because the problem was I had pulled some money out. You know, this was with the white pages, but I guess I was getting ready to tell y'all a whole nother incident that had happened. You feel me? And this is how I know things is test every day. Is it when it comes to my attitude, when it comes to my finances, when it comes to fucking people getting on my nerves and just blowing up on. Excuse me. I'm learning to be calm and collected. I'm learning that these people work for these people. They don't own the places. They only want a paycheck too. But back to the white page lady. I went ahead and I resolved your problem. I refunded the money. Now it won't be back until 5 to 10 business days or 3 to 7 or whatever it was. You feel me? I'm like, okay, you know, it is what it is. You know, I already know it's a process when it comes to that. But as soon as she had hung up, she had apologized. She had apologized because she could hear the frustration in my voice on her being misunderstanding of like the things that I was saying to her. You know what I'm saying? But instead of me popping off like what I usually would have had done, I had a wake up call real quick, like, don't be like that. It's not her fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, she only works for the people. She don't own the company. She needs a paycheck just like we all need a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to y'all, stick to your epiphanies, stick to your rude awakenings, stick to your ascension, stick to your spiritual awakenings, whatever the hell you want to call it at the end of the day. It's going to benefit you. Now, if you're trying to explain yourself to somebody on like how this is happening, what's going on, find you some spiritual friends. That was another thing. I understood was if I let go of certain people, more people has to come that's on my same vibration. It has to. There's no way I'm this dope. Okay. I'm this dope. my personality is even doper. You feel me? There's more people that's gonna come around, but I have to come on back. I have to be comical and collected about some things. I got to be by myself on some things. And I felt like after I did that, Spirit started sending me all type of intuitive messages, and started sending me people from all over the fucking world. And now I have them as my spiritual sisters and my spiritual brothers, and it feels so damn good. So good to know that I know what a spiritual awakening is. I'm not I'm not by myself in this. And y'all don't have to be by yourselves in it either. Like, if you got a question, if your peoples can't help you find it out, Google it. If Google can't help you find it out, there's so many resources. And that was another thing. Like, when it comes to me on my realm and my journey, you feel me? A lot of my friends and my family and shit, they didn't understand none of that. So I felt like Spirit led me to get on Facebook and delete a lot of negativity. A lot of people that was negative on there, just holding up guns and smoke and girls doing this, just so much negativity. So much negativity. After I had removed it, I started getting on, or I feel like Spirit had led me to spiritual groups. Because it's just like I really didn't have nobody to explain what the hell I was going through. Why the fuck I'm used to sleeping at certain times, but now I'm up, or I wake up at 3 o'clock every morning and I'm not eating the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was postpartum depression, which it probably was at first. It probably was, you feel me? But it led on to something else. Like, my psychic abilities have really been strengthening, but just keep doing what works for you at the end of the day. Period. Because nobody else can believe in what you believe in. And when I mean what I mean by that is, like, what makes you feel good is for you. Like, nobody can take that away from you. And I understood, my parents, they used to tell me, go to school and become something. Go to school, go to school, go to school. They can't take a piece of paper away from you. Go to school, go to school. What I've understood about that was, it's not that the school, or it's not that the job that you get or anything or whatever after you graduate and you get your bachelor's or your master's or whatever it is. It's not that they could take that education away from you. No, because you put that time and that effort into it. Why would they do that? But it's more in, you might put in all of that hard work and not even work that that degree that you worked hard for. You know what I'm saying? So it's about what makes you happy at the end of the day. And I see people do that all the time. All the time. Like, you go to school all of these years, and here you are, you're not even working in the field that you went to school for. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, comment if the content fits for y'all. Okay. I appreciate all the love and light. Once again, your girl had just came back from vacation. Okay. So that's why I haven't been posting anything, and I've been gone for 6 days. Like, I'm letting you guys know. So what I had just asked Spirit as I was filling out these cards is for some things that you guys probably need to work on, or what's coming towards you, right? You guys got spiritual union, and then you guys got awareness. And the number 2 at the top, that definitely means balance. So it's so funny that I was just basically telling y'all, like, my situation could be just like y'all's. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, like, and I'm not even going to keep or even say that I'm lonely, because what I've learned was, if you lonely and you're bored with by yourself, bro, that's a problem. You need to figure out a hobby or something that makes you feel good, because you shouldn't be bored by yourself. You feel me? That's spiritual union. You guys got awareness. Some type of awareness could be coming in for you. Hell, I hope this video gives you all type of awareness. Then you guys got deception and envious. Wow, it says discontent and boredom. And I swear, isn't that what I just said? Like, I don't know, that probably could have fell out on the awareness. Like maybe you came to something about where something like doesn't fulfill you anymore. You know what I'm saying? And that is okay. You know why? Because there's so many options out here. There's so much that you could be doing with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And deception, envy, it could be somebody around you. It could be within yourself at the end of the day. Because I look at it as he's holding his head. You know, it looks like he is lifting that mask. This could be the Seven of Swords as well. So, but this is about you, not other people, right? But you robbing yourself of your happiness at the end of the day. It could be you being at a job for something. It could be you being at a job that is no longer serving you. You've been there too damn long. It could be a relationship that you're in that's not serving you anymore. And as you see, he is trying to remove that mask himself, or he had to remove that mask because he had a mask on. So that's like y'all lying to yourself. Y'all not being real with who y'all are. You feel me? You guys got the moving on. So it could be in the month of May. It could be held today from after this video. You feel me? But I feel like that spirit is telling you guys it's time to move on. You know, from maybe the deception and the enviness of you causing that of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be his person. You know what I'm saying? Once you move on, who's to say you might get that spiritual union? Take what resonates. Once you move on, you might find that awareness at the end of the day. Or who's to say spirit's letting you know with you moving on, that is your awareness. You know what I'm saying? Guys got the suffering and silence. So whatever's going on in this moment, you feel me? You got to move on from this shit. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be within yourself, something that is causing you to feel like this. You guys are suffering in silence, and I feel like spirit is telling you you have to sacrifice this shit. It's time to let it go. It's time to give it up, release it to the ethers, release it to the atmosphere, release it to the gods of whoever you pray to. But it's time to sacrifice. It's time to, and it's also, I don't know, I'm just picking up, like you're sacrificing, suffering in silence. I don't know if it makes sense, but you sacrificing yourself. You sacrificing, your own emotions. That positive moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Because you're suffering in silence. You feel like nobody is gonna listen to you. You feel like there's nobody else out here that hasn't already been through the situation. I don't know, but you cannot keep doing this to yourself. And that's what I told myself. That was my epiphany. I will no longer suffer in silence. I will reach out to people. You know what I'm saying? I will pray about it. I will figure out other options, other ways to make me get out of that funk, because it's not fair to myself. It's not fair to my higher self to be suffering in silence when there's people out here in this world that can help you and myself. My epiphany was after I had moved on. I figured out my awareness. I figured out my own truth. I figured out who I was as a person. And not only that, it's still a work in progress because I'm not perfect. I'm only worth it. And y'all not perfect. We all are a work in progress at the end of the day. Things to collect and to work on. Once again, thank you for all the love and light and the patience that you guys have had with me. Thank you for the watchers that do support me, that is continuously following me, that likes my videos. I really appreciate it. And this advice isn't just for you as well. It is also for me. I am my own watcher. Okay, I have to, because how it's like me calling the kettle black. It's like me being a hypocrite to my own words. You know what I'm saying? I am nobody perfect. I'm nobody's angel at the end of the day. I'm not things collective. I'm not perfect. I don't know about every other reader and all of that, but I just feel like it's time for people to be honest with people. You know what I'm saying? You know, I procrastinate. I fall out sometimes. You know, I get energy drained by doing readings and shit to where it might take me a couple days to pull myself together. Um, but at the end of the day, I gotta keep it pushing. I gotta do what's best for me. It's just interference, a party of three at the end of the day. Something that y'all need to know about. I don't know. So maybe who's to say it's situation that y'all in or what's going on. It could be third party energy that's causing you to be in this look. And then you got spiritual union for your first card. So who's to say it could be what this is about? That this is your epiphany, let you know. You feel me? Once you let that shit go, like, oh my God. Look, black magic, evil forces, and dark energy. So who's to say the situation that you in, you feeling stuck and stagnant, you feel me? You thinking it's a curse or whatever. It's definitely black magic. Somebody's probably trying to keep you stuck and stagnant. You feel me? It doesn't even have to be a person. It could just be the energy as well. You feel me? We got full moons and shit going in, but this could also be things that I just heard old karma. So it could be things that you're serving out right now. You know what I'm saying? It could be a partner that you with that's going through old karma. I had just put a status on Facebook like you can't help everybody. You can't. You cannot help everybody due to people are getting served their karma right now. And if you are intervened with that, what you think is gonna happen to you? What you think is gonna happen to you? That shit is gonna seize on over, seep on over into your energy at the end of the day. I promise you, this shit's real. But I feel like Spirit is telling you, it says starting over, black canvas, new start. Mm. Hustler. I feel like it has to do with your finances at the end of the day. Take what resonates. As you see, she's on the pole, whatever, but I'm being positive. You feel me? I feel like this is like once you let this shit go or whatever the situation is causing you to be in that energy, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be back on your flow. You know, hustler doesn't just have to be about money, you know what I'm saying? Because money's energy. If you ain't doing something right now, you need to start doing something. You know what I'm saying? But man, money's energy at the end of the day. But I feel like this is you being in your energy or you needing to be in your energy. It's just like my epiphany was how am I going to be the light? How am I going to be the inspiration to people? Not even for people, but for myself, for my daughter, for my family. If I'm not putting in that work. And that's just like with y'all. If y'all are just being stuck and stagnant, if y'all feeling lonely, y'all haven't moved on, you feeling discontent and bored, it's time for you to get back on your hustle. Express your love. Show your emotions at the end of the day. Spirit is saying it's time to open up your heart. You got to be real. Work on your throat chakra. You have enemies slithering. Watch your company. Collective. This is your girl, Spiritual Black, coming to YouTube land with another Self Love Sunday. I am getting ready to do the water signs, love messages, and then I'm going to do the water signs that is single. Okay, so if you guys would like to follow me over there, go ahead and do it. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, comment if the content fits for you guys. All right, we are elevating, we are moving forward, we are pushing. Like this song, No Invites to the Party or whatever it is, that song is my shit. Like, because it's so true. Like, you did want to believe in us at first. Motherfuckers don't want to believe in us at first. But it's all about you sticking to your wake up call. You sticking to something that happened to you drastically. You know that it was going to change you. But it's up to you to stick to that change. And that's just like with me. Like I told myself, like, if I like what I do and if this is making me happy, why am I not putting more time into it? Why am I worried about Billy, Bob, and Joe and Tommy and Hootie Hoo and what's popping over there? In reality, this is what makes me happy. This is what brings in my blessings. And we're not just talking about financially, but that was another epiphany that I had. When it comes to the right hand and the left hand, my parents always taught me it was just about money. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, blessings, intuition, wisdom, advice is coming from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So instead of me, if my right hand starts itching, take what resonates, superstitious or whatever the fuck it is. My right hand starts itching. I used to be like, oh yeah, I'm getting some money. My money's getting right coming. I used to put it right in my bra so the money would come right to me. You feel me? Energetically, maybe, but spiritually, no. We're not just talking about finances. Now on my right hand itch, oh yeah, I'm getting ready to receive something. I'm about to receive something. I'm about to receive a blessing, some type of advice, some type of wisdom, some type of lesson that needs to be learned. I'm getting ready to receive it. Now with my left hand itch, I used to be like, oh my gosh, money's getting ready to come out, or bills getting ready to be paid, something's about to be unexpected. You know what I'm saying? I changed that. Now it's all okay. I'm gonna have to give something. I'm gonna have to give advice. I'm gonna have to give some of my time. I'm gonna have to give some love to somebody that needs me right now. I'm gonna have to give a little bit of my energy. I might have to give a little money because somebody might need some and I got it to give. Changing your perspective about things. Period. And hey, nobody can take it away from you. Like your epiphanies, your wake up calls. I don't give a damn about no degree, honey. Was you with me shooting in the gym when I was going through that spiritual awakening? When I had thought I was losing my damn mind? No. So now it's up to you to either is it gonna make it or break you at the end of the day. Once again, this is your girl Spiritual Black coming to YouTube land. If you guys would like a reading, if you guys would like help with your birth chart, okay, all my information will be in the description box at the bottom. If you like to donate to my channel, because I haven't really been putting that out there because money's energy, okay? I'm going to get it by any means regardless. But if you like to donate to my channel, all my information is in the description box as well. So once again, please, please, please continue to grow, glow, move, groove. Peace unto you. Your girl is out, and happy Sunday, period.